Hey guys, so just a quick update with the laser. I have swapped out the connectors, as you can see here, on both the laser and the power supply. They're the kind of clip and hold type. Apparently they're good up to 45 amps, so I don't know, should be alright. So I was just cleaning the base of this and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to open it up, check the power supply, see if there's any, bulging caps or anything before I turn it on and power it up. And I noticed in the middle here where these stickers are, between these two, the screws were very loose. So that was a bit weird. So I proceeded to take all the screws off, and look what I found. Nice big black burn mark. Even the gasket material, copper gasket material is burnt. But looking at the board, it looks fine. Until you come around this side and you move this wire. Yeah, something bad has happened to that. I inspected the board, and the board looks absolutely fine. Just undo this connection here. And the board looks absolutely fine. So I'm thinking this board has probably been replaced. See? Everything looks perfect. Okay, so yeah, I just found that really weird. So they must have changed out the boards, because these have different numbers on this. This is 08 and that says 010. So basically what I'm going to do is get some isopropyl alcohol, clean out all this, because this is actually conductive, and yeah, I don't really want any of that stuff falling onto the board when it's turned back upside down. Main power supply is over here. Caps look fine, everything in there looks perfect. There's some status LEDs down in there, those yellow things, with some sort of dip switch thing. Again, I have no idea what any of this stuff is, I'm just looking over it. We have some, I guess they're MOSFETs, or some type of transistors. Here, heatsink to the case. These are all your board interconnects between power supply and the RF boards. There's another one here that comes down and hooks up to this, which is apparently not used, and there's a switch here which comes up through here and goes to this part here, this socket in there. I'm not sure if you can see, need a bit more light, but there's a socket down in there, goes into the board. So I don't know, that interlock switch may be needed at a later date. I might have to close that or make something that'll bypass that. So yeah, I'm going to clean that up and then I'll turn it around and I'll show you the other side. Okay, so just a quick update before I turn the laser over. Came out perfect. Isopropyl alcohol just basically dissolved and just came straight off. Side and bottom look good now, and this part here looks good. I'm just going to replace this heat sinking compound and wipe that off, replace it, and screw the boards back in, put the base on, and turn it over. Okay, so this is the top piece coming off now. We have some sort of copper gasket material, I guess, just for grounding maybe, I don't know, or to stop EMI. You can see where they meet up onto the top. Then we have these sheets of brass, two sheets, one thicker than the other, and then this is the tube here. It's about 1 meter long. And basically this just lifts out straight and there's two prongs welded into this aluminium case, two prongs that come out, and that's where the electrodes from those boards that I just showed you meet up. Basically it's just, I've taken this off, but then I have to plug the electrodes back in from the other side, so I won't take it out. Basically it's just a square aluminium tube, and it's been welded along each of the edges. You have the mirror on this, the lens, the front lens on this end, and you just have a basic mirror on the other end. Same type of setup as the front, except that's blocked at the back, so it doesn't come through and hit the baseboard here. Yeah, it's blocked by a backing piece, whereas this front mirror, you can see through it. Actually, speaking of which, this is a question for people that know a bit more. Oh, you can't see in it. It's too reflective. You're just seeing my camera lens through here. There's actually, if you look down in it in person, there's actually 4 pieces of metal kind of in a T shape, protruding from each side, creating a square in the middle. I was wondering if that acts as a waveguide for the laser to help with divergence or something. So if anyone knows a bit about that, let me know. We also have these little standoffs. In the middle there is a standoff that holds those 2 prongs that connect to electrodes. So that's why there's a perfect gap around the outside. And then these plastic, they're kind of like O-rings, I guess, just help stabilize the laser from moving backwards and forwards. Just keeps it in alignment to the outside of the, to the case. And that's about it, really. There's nothing much to it. Hopefully I can get the power supply done. I need to buy a Australian connector that you can wire up yourself. Once I got that, I'll get the wiring done, the input wires. And thanks to Fiddy on LPF, apparently this ground output has to go to your earth, gets tied to earth. So I'll try that out. Hopefully nothing goes wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. And that's about it, really. Next video is probably me trying to fire this bad boy up. Thanks.